thing is when you are presenting something, you are presenting like business, you should, like whenever talking to someone or showing something, you should say in front of others, right? Not the reading the slide and other things, but otherwise it was good. And another thing, like we can add something like after applying in abroad, okay? So after getting the scholarship, what are the criteria? You did not mention that, right? Like suppose someone is getting the scholarship, what are the eligibility? That eligibility is missing. Without that eligibility, will you get that scholarship? No, right? And another thing, you did not mention that that university has residential facilities or not. After going there, you will be stay inside the campus or outside the campus. That is one missing. And yes, overall it was good, but whenever you are presenting something, you should speak little louder, okay? And some of them, like voice was so low, I am not able to hear from backside itself. It is very small room. Yeah, that is the thing. Otherwise it was good. And you can add like visa processing also you can add. Like you have passport. After going there, how you will process that? And you mentioned one that is good thing, like letter of recommendation. That is also good. But if you mention from where or who will give you the letter of recommendation? That is also you have to know. Whether the teacher, principal or the career counselor. Okay, those are the things. If you add, it is good. And please, whenever you are presenting, before presenting, you should read out that slide twice, thrice, or fourth time, fifth time. Then you will get the confidence. And another things, whenever you are presenting some university, if you add some university picture, image, or campus, it will look attractive. Oh, this is the Harvard University. Okay, without seeing that picture, if you show them that picture, they will imagine, oh, nice campus, and this is the Harvard University, this is the Dibrugarh University, Guwahati University, and IIM Bangalore. Okay, you are telling IIM Bangalore, but if you keep one image or picture, it will get stuck in your brain. Okay, this is the Harvard University, I will study in this university. Okay, and another thing, if you add the location, okay, suppose you have some asthma or something, that location you cannot go, Australia or somewhere else. Okay, if you add that weather condition and location, it will help other students to understand. Otherwise, overall it was very good. And big clap for this.
Okay, whenever you are giving some acronyms or the abbreviations, you should know what it is. And for all foreign universities, letter of purpose. Why are you studying that course? LOP we call it as, or LOR, letter of recommendation. Letter of recommendation usually is given by principal. There it is mentioned already. Even senior teachers also can give that. And school counselor also can give. And this carries much weightage. And letter of purpose. Why do you want to pursue that particular course? And that also only in that particular university. So those things you should be able to say. You need to mention whichever university takes that. Okay? And particularly for your stream, the TOEFL exam or the SAT exam, these things are most essential. If you have any plan of studying abroad, you must start working on those lines. You must start now itself. Alright, that is it. Related to presentation, it should be quite audible to all the members who are present in the room at least. We have not kept all those collar mics or the hand mics because it's a normal classroom. We hardly 40, 42 are there. Not even 40 I think. Some are absent. So yes, only 29 are present. And then besides that, we 3 are there. Alright, so this is a very small gathering. So obviously you should be able to say it louder so that everyone can hear it. Alright, so anyway, shall we go for the next one? Whose is the next batch? Okay, come. Come then. This is about entrepreneurship, I think. Law. Okay. Fine. Law. Yes.
A very good morning to everyone present here today. I am DEORI.
I'm HATIBARUAH.
I'm PRIYAKSHI.
I'm AHMED.
I'm SUBHRATA.
I'm DEBANGANA MEDHI.
And I'm ALANKRIT.
So this is the team that has prepared the presentation for Law as a Career. And the presenters for today are ALANKRIT DEORI, PRIYAKSHI Prince HATIBARUAH, and myself, JAYEE. Alright, so law. Law as a career. What do we know about it? There is so little that we know about law as a career, but people have different types of opinions about it. But let's just get a brief introduction about it. And well, the law is a venerable and respected profession. Law as a field of human activity came into being because of the basic need for an orderly society between the relationships of fellow men. In easy words, we could say that lawyers were supposed to resolve conflicts between people and in the society to bring peace and harmony. Now, let me mention some of the most important 21st century skills that are required as a lawyer. Leadership quality. You must be very confident in yourself, and you have to have the leadership quality, because without this quality, a lawyer is nothing. Analytical, innovative, and creative thinking skills. Well, these are a few of the skills which are required for being a lawyer, because a lawyer needs to be spontaneous. He needs to think. They need to think about how their actions are going to be and what the person standing in front of them would be. The analytical, innovative, and creative thinking skills would help a lawyer to know their own potential. Their creative thinking skills is going to help the society in different types of ways. Continuing, multiple ways of communications, negotiations, conflict resolution, and persuasion. Multiple ways of communication being knowing different types of languages, knowing how to persuade people. The most important thing as a lawyer is persuading your own client as well. You need to persuade them to believe that even if they are lying, they need to believe themselves that they are saying the truth. So, next up we have collaboration, teamwork, and networking. You need to know how to work in teams. That's all collaboration is about. And lastly, we have cross-cultural awareness, empathy, and emotional quotient, EQ. Cross-cultural awareness being you need to know about other cultures as well. Not just confine yourselves to one particular group of people. You need to know about the entire world, to be honest. And next, I would like to hand over the mic to my co-speaker, PRIYAKSHI.
So let us look at the top 10 law colleges which are situated in India. So at number 1 we have National Law School of India University, which is of course in Bangalore and one of the top universities in India. After that we have National Law University, which is in Delhi. And as we know, there are maximum number of universities of NLU in India. So the next one we have is National Academy of Legal Studies and Research, which is in Hyderabad. After that we have Faculty of Law, which is in Delhi again. Then we have Jamia Millia Islamia University, which is again in New Delhi. And we have other law universities as well, such as West Bengal National Law University of Judicial Sciences, which is in Kolkata. After that, we'll go to the top 10 law colleges, which is of course in abroad. So number 1, we have Harvard University Law School, which is in England, then which is in USA. After that, we have University of Oxford Faculty of Law, which is in England. Then we have Yale Law School, which is in Connecticut. Then we have Columbia Law School, which is in New York. After that, we have University of California. So now I would like to give the mic to ALANKRIT.
Okay, so we just came to know about the top 10 colleges, both in India and abroad. But how to go there, how to apply. So, of course, there will be entrance exams. There. First, the entrance exams in India. First is the NLU Delhi. For NLU Delhi, they have separate exam. That is the IELTS, All India Law Entrance Test. This test includes separate sections for English, mathematics, general knowledge, legal aptitude, logical reasoning, and Indian Constitution. So, of course, these topics will always be there, not only in legal studies, but almost in every entrance exams. But specifically, Indian Constitution is an important part in legal exams. The candidate shall secure minimum of 40% and in their 12+2 to apply for this exam, and 30% for SC and SC candidates. The total marks is 150 to be eligible for admission. So this is for NLU Delhi, that's IELTS. But for the rest 22 NLUs in India, there is another exam. Not only the 22 NLUs, the other law universities all over India, they have CLAT, Common Law Admission Test, which I think all of us know about. The topics included are just the same as IELTS mostly. Are logical reasoning, English language, general knowledge, current affairs, quantitative techniques. This exam is 2 hours with a total marks of 120. CLAT focuses heavily on testing reading skills, critical thinking, and analytical skills, which are developed over a period of time. So basically, both these exams not only focus on our bookish knowledge, for example. It also improves our logical thinking, helps us think more efficiently. Okay, so these are the two. And last one again, for Delhi University entrance test, DULLB. So as we can already see that most colleges have the similar entrance exam, that's CLAT. But Delhi universities, also Delhi NLU and Delhi University, both have their separate colleges. Delhi always likes to stay out. Like most colleges will focus on the same exam, but Delhi always have their separate exams. Anyways, so Delhi University offers 3 years LLB, and the qualification to be eligible for 3 years LLB is bachelor's degree. So I would like to mention that in LLUs there are integrated course of 5 years, that's BA plus LLB. But in law faculty you have to do the BA separately, and then again come back to the faculty of law and complete your LLB in 3 years. So basically, CLAT and IELTS we all know, or at least most of us know about it, but the foreign universities, most of us will aim to go abroad and study. So, National Admission Test for Law in United Kingdom. So all United Kingdom's colleges for law have a common entrance test, that is LNAT. The LNAT is designed to test your intellectual abilities rather than your knowledge about a particular subject. This is a common part in both India and abroad, that you can see that intellectual abilities is focused more than your general knowledge. The LNAT is a 2.5-hour test in 2 sections. Section A consists of 42 multiple choice questions. The questions are based on 12 argumentative passages with 3 or multiple choice questions on each. Okay. But the time limit is 95 minutes, much lesser than the ones in India. For section B, you have 40 minutes to answer one of 3 essay questions on a range of subjects. So we already discussed, Priyakshi already discussed the top law colleges in abroad. So the ones that come under MEDHI are in United Kingdom, Oxford University of Law Faculty, London School of Economics and Political Science, and University of Cambridge, Faculty of Law. So this was for United Kingdom. Now, of course, United States. That's LSAT, Law School Admission Test in United States of America. The candidates must have passed the 10+2 examination with a minimum of 45% marks from a recognized board. Candidates appearing in the qualifying examination are also eligible for appearing LSAT India. So all of us cannot go to United States and appear for the exams. So there are basically centers in India where you can apply those exams. Like even Indian colleges, it's the same process like the ones in Delhi. You can apply, give the exams from Guwahati maybe. So that's the same way there are centers in Delhi where you can apply for LSAT. So basically both of them are same, just countries have their own entrance exams. Candidates who are in the final year of graduation programs are also eligible for appearing in LSAT in the 2023. So NNAT included colleges in United Kingdom, Oxford and all, and in US we have Harvard Law School, Yale Law School, and Stanford. Okay, now we came to know about the exams, about how we will prepare, because preparation is the key to success, right? So, how to prepare for that? I would like to hand over the mic to Prince.
Sir, good morning all my respected friends. Now you all might be wondering how to prepare for these exams. So let's see. There are a lot of things that school cannot teach us on a practical level. Someone has rightly said that by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So the first and the foremost thing to be kept in mind while aiming to qualify in any examination is quality preparation. Preparation for college entrance examinations are quite different from your regular school examinations, which test your memory power instead of honoring your technical skills. Some important types of preparations are management of time, which is very important in managing your studies between working hours and study hours in college and in school as well. Preparation of a routine. We should make. It is very important to make a routine for us for better preparation, for better coordination of study, and we determine about your goals. You should be focused on your goals, and you should also have a hobby for concentration that helps in concentration. And the foremost thing that we fail to keep in mind while most of the exams is revise, revise, and revise. Now I would like to hand over the mic to Joey.
Thank you so much, Prince. So, he mentioned some of the most basic rules, but they are very important. Now, I would like to mention some of the more specific rules that you need to follow if you want to pursue law. Well, guidebooks. The standard books of CLAT and IELTS preparation can be used, which are easily available in the market or in your online sites. They are quite helpful. Case studies. Going through case studies is very important, as it will also prepare the law students for their entrance test, and it will give them an idea about how questions will be formed based on case studies. So as you know, as he mentioned, the sections that will be included in CLAT and IELTS exams, they include case studies as well. So knowing how to solve case studies, knowing how to read them, and knowing how to answer those type of questions, you would require practice, and that will be only possible after reading case studies. Mocks. Mocks are very important. Weekly mocks. YouTube channels always post mocks about IELTS, about CLAT, and those will actually help you to understand the question pattern, and it would also teach you to manage your time while solving the paper accordingly. So, during examinations, we try to to be fast, we try to be quick while answering questions. But sometimes we still fail to complete all the question and answers. We don't want that in entrance exams. Since flat and island papers are MCQs, we will tend to think that, oh, these are just MCQs and we need to just put a tick mark on them. But that's not true. There will be a time limit and your question paper would include either 150 or 120 marks. And you need to know the question pattern and you need to know how you would divide your time for the different sections. Moving on to newspapers. Knowing about your current affairs, it's the most important thing, honestly. Well, most important thing, I have been repeating that quite often, but all of these fall under most important. Current affairs and knowledge about our day-to-day life would help us in the general knowledge section of the Clat and Island papers. Moving on to coaching centers. If self-study isn't your cup of tea, then coaching centers are your go-to bestie. Well, if self-study doesn't really sit right with you, then you can always go for coaching centers, which are, some of them in India are Legal Edge, Platypus, Top Rankers and Pathfinder. And online videos on YouTube. Who doesn't know about them? You can always study through your YouTube online videos or read articles through websites in law and UPSC exam preparations as well. Now I would like to hand over the mic to ALANKRIT DEORI. Okay, sorry, it's for Prince.
So now we would like to know the fee structure and living expenses in India. So these are the fee structures, as you can see. There are a lot of, there are 5 Indian institutes, NLU, National Law School of India University, which is in Bangalore. And the eligibility and entrance exam for this university is CLAS. National Law University, Delhi. The eligibility entrance examination is IELTS, AILT. Then it's Nalsar University, and the eligibility entrance exam is CLAT. Then Jamia Millia Islamia, which is in Delhi. In this, the entrance examination is JMI Law entrance examination. Then Faculty of Law, Delhi, which is a part of Delhi University, which is in New Delhi, of course. And this eligibility entrance examination is DU LLB or LLM entrance test. So now I'd like to hand over the mic to my co-speaker. I'll give you.
So just now, Prince explained the fee structure in Indian colleges. And I would say that most Indian colleges that we saw here are government colleges. So because of that, they are mostly comparatively much cheap than the foreign ones. Anyways, Harvard University comes in the top of the list always when it comes to law colleges abroad. The fee structure in Harvard is $55,000 per annum dollar, which should be around 50-40 lakh per annum in Indian rupees, but it constantly changes, so we are just finding an average amount. Living expenses is an extra, like most of us can live in PGs and have their own apartments in India, but in foreign it's difficult for us, right, to go and find PGs and rent houses, and it becomes more expensive because even I have some knowledge about it that in New York and all, you have to pay lakhs and lakhs just in a month for rent. So it's better if we get our admission and get a seat in the hostel itself. So in Harvard, the hostel fees is $15,000, so that's also a big amount. So 55,000 plus 15,000, which will be in Indian rupees more than 60 lakhs. So, anyways, Oxford University, 32,000 per annum, which will be around 45 lakh. So I'm not just converted, you can understand the amount. Harvard University is in US, so the examination for eligibility is LSAT, but in Oxford it's LNAT. We already discussed that beforehand. LNAT and living expenses is $9,600 in Oxford University. Next, we have University of Cambridge, Faculty of Law, $24,000 per annum for the fee structure, and it also is in UK, so the entrance eligibility is LNET, and the living expenses in hostel is $8,000. Next, Yale Law School is $67,000, and the eligibility is LSAT because it's in US again, and the living expense in hostel is $12,000. Stanford Law School, again in US, has almost a similar fee structure like Yale, that's $64,000 per annum, and again because it's in US, it's LSAT, the eligibility test, and living expenses is $20,000. So as you can see, this is quite expensive, I would say. So better we can go and focus on getting a scholarship so that it will be easy for us and also for our families to afford, because I don't think most of us can afford so high. So to get a better knowledge about scholarships, again I would like to call Joey.
So these are some of the scholarships that are offered in India to get into the top Indian law colleges. Firstly, the GEP Memorial Merit Scholarship, followed by Aditya Birla Scholarship Program, which is a very famous scholarship, followed by PNB Housing Finance Limited Scholarship, and then Central Sector Scheme of Scholarship, Quill Foundation Scholarship, Post-Metric Scholarship for Minorities, Post-Metric Scholarship for Students with Disabilities, Nirankari Rajmata Scholarship Scheme, Fully Funded Science and Law School Scholarship, GEP Memorial Merit Scholarship. Sorry, this one got repeated again. So these were the list of scholarships. Now, to explain the placement possibilities, I would like to hand over the mic to Prince.
So now we'll discuss the placement possibilities. After completing your LLB or LLM, the candidates can venture into any sector in order to get a placement of their choice as you like. However, there are some sectors which are more popular than others. Some of them are law firms, colleges and universities, courts and judiciary, MNCs, multinational corporations, news channels, banks, legal department, of course, and government enterprises. For example, Oil India Limited, as you all know.
Thank you so much.